How many wars have there been in human history? How many wars have there been in human history? Too many to count, right? Maybe thousands. But do you know in all of world history, all of military history, there has never been a single war where a national leader told his people they're fighting for money or gold or oil. Every war in history is about what? Two things: self-defense and liberating people. Even Hitler claimed self-defense, right? But if we were naturally violent, why couldn't the national leader just say, look, you all are naturally violent, I'm going to pay you to go kill people who are just like you? Nobody would fight. If human beings are naturally violent, why would the greatest problem of every army in world history be when a battle begins, how do you stop soldiers from running away? And why would governments have to manipulate our love in order to make us go to war?
Don't let anybody make you think that God chose America as his divine, messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you're too arrogant.
Not only are wars inimical to our freedom, they are also cancers for democracy. In the last 50 years, the United States has seen a parade of wars that never served our own interests.
I am personally appealing to you to investigate the death of Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki, a 16-year-old American citizen born in Denver, Colorado in 1995, whose life was taken by a U.S. drone strike in Yemen on October 14, 2011.
Was apparently everything is secret. We kill U.S. citizens who are teenagers, and we don't even tell the American people who the intended target was. What can't our government do? And what can they keep secret? The Department of State has publicly urged U.S. citizens not to travel to Yemen and has encouraged those already in Yemen to leave because of the continuing threat of violence. But I've got to ask the spokesperson from the National Security Council, are you referring to the threat of violence from Al-Qaeda or from us? Now we're not just holding teenagers, we're killing teenagers. We're not just torturing people, we're executing them. And they're not just citizens of another country, they're citizens of our country.
As Iraq veterans against the war, we are resisting an occupation we once risked our lives for. We swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, but we found out the hard way that the greatest enemies of the Constitution are not to be found in the sands of some far-off land, but rather right here at home.
Do I think that our actions in any way violate the War Powers Resolution? The answer is no. So I don't even have to get to the constitutional question.
You take an oath of office to obey the Constitution. If we don't know what it says, how can we take the oath? The Constitution is very clear. You don't go to war without a declaration. And we allow our presidents to do this. This just means that, the constitutional process and the economic situation in this country is totally out of control.
If America indeed has something good to offer, the cause of peace, prosperity, and liberty, it must be spread through persuasion and by example, not by intimidation, bribes, and war.